good, everybody? Smart Talk on today. We're back with another video. And yesterday, the NFL draft happened, obviously. 2 days ago from the time that you're watching this video. I'm guessing that's going to take me the whole night to edit this. But we are going to grade every single first-round draft pick. Now, look, these are grades off of where they went and where they should have went. So, for example, yeah, Bryce Young at number 1, it was the correct pick. But I'm still only giving this a B+, just because you got who you should have, but you didn't get anybody who's really over your value. But, yeah, so Bryce Young got a B+. I mean, I really like this fit in Carolina more than pretty much any other quarterback, and for Bryce Young, pretty much any other team. But, yeah, I just think that this is a good fit for him. With the second pick, it was the Texans, who took C.J. Stroud. Not particularly as much as Bryce Young. I don't think that he's maybe worth the second overall pick, but I still like this pick, so I'm just going to give it a B. Will Anderson went third to the Arizona Cardinals. Not the Arizona Cardinals. He went third to the Houston Texans, which I have to say, one of the greatest trade-ups in a long time, maybe ever. It's the first time where I think that a team trade up and really won the deal. Because most teams, they lose a lot of value whenever they trade up. They just kind of get pretty needy. This was a very good place to trade up. And this is an A-. You're getting the best player in the draft at pick number 3. You already have your quarterback. Good pick. The fourth pick was the Colts. Anthony Richardson gets a C+. I do think that I prefer Will Levis a little bit. And there's still a shot that they get him, technically. I won't know. You guys will. But maybe. What if he falls past day 2? But that won't happen. I'm almost guaranteeing it. He's good, but I would have just rather had Will Levis, so I think I'm giving him a C+. Devon Witherspoon gets an A from Seattle. Devon Witherspoon, I mean, he has the second best. He's probably the second best player in the draft in total. You got him at pick 5. I like him over Tyree Wilson. I like him over Jalen Carter, which was who I expected to go to them. With the 6th pick, it was the Cardinals trading back up to get Paris Johnson. I gave this a B. You got who you needed to. You got who's probably one of the best guys on the board. I think it was a little bit of a reach, but you did what you wanted to do. The Raiders at pick 7 took Tyree Wilson, single-handedly screwing the Eagles out of Bijan Robinson, because I guarantee you the Falcons would have taken Tyree Wilson if he was there. This gets an A. It's a good pick. It's very good value for where you... But you got who you need to at a pretty good value. Bijan Robinson. This gets an F just because I hate it. No, this gets a C+. I don't think that you needed Bijan. I know I might sound a little, biased or salty, but I don't think that they need Bijan. You had a rookie running back in Algier who had 1,000 rushing yards. That's pretty freaking good. With the 9th pick, it was the Eagles getting Jalen Carter, and this pick is an F. I hate this pick. If you watch the Eagles channel, you know why I hate this pick. This pick sucked. Just kidding. It gets a B. It's alright. I still don't like it. But moving on to pick 10, it is Darnell Wright, and I'm giving this pick a C-. The only reason why is because Peter Skoronski and Broderick Jones are still on the board. There was absolutely zero reason to take Darnell Wright whenever you have those other guys who are just as versatile. Yeah. I didn't mean like you have the first pick and you're thinking like Will Anderson, you could get so many of these good guys, and you ended up with Darnell Wright. Kind of sucks. Peter Skoronski went to the Titans. I have this being a B+. I think that you got somebody of a position of need. I think that you got a solid pick that not many people were expecting, but that makes a lot of sense. And he was not expected to fall this far, and he did. And you snagged him, and that's good for you. With the 12th pick, Jahmyr Gibbs, this gets a D-. There's no reason to do this. This is my lowest grade here. There was zero reason to do this. You have 2 running backs already. You can get him in the second round. At worst, you can get him with pick 18. But you're picking Jahmyr Gibbs at pick 12? It was stupid. Green Bay got Lucas Van Ness. This is a B-. He's aight. I think that you should have gotten an offensive weapon, but when we look at where the offensive weapons actually went, it was fine to take a defensive guy, and taking an offensive guy here would have looked stupid. So it's a B-. Our first A+ pick goes to pick 14. I hate this stupid. Get out of the way. Stupid hair strand. It's back. I don't care at this point. Freaking Broderick Jones. This is an A+ pick. I really like this pick for the Steelers. You need a big 3 tackle. You got a big 3 tackle after where I expected these big 3 tackles to go. You didn't trade up too much, and you got a position of need and a steal. With the 15th pick, the Jets. First off, I'm not going to say that. They got McDonald IV. This is a D+. D+. Give them a little bit more. There was zero reason to do this. There was zero reason to pick a defensive end whenever you have a defensive end. You have defensive linemen. That's like the only thing that your team does not need, and you pick one up. And even if you did pick one up, pick up Nolan Smith, pick up Campbell, pick up so many different guys. Freaking Myles Murphy, Brian Brisee, maybe, Brian Brisee. Freaking, there's so many better people to take there than McDonald IV. Washington gets Emmanuel Forbes. I don't really know why you got Emmanuel Forbes when Christian Gonzalez was on the board. That's why I give this a C-. There was clearly a better pick there, and you just didn't take it. But you did get a position of need, and you got somebody that can fill in the job. But there's just somebody else so much better. And they went with the very next pick, an A for New England, who gets Christian Gonzalez. Great corner for a team that needs a corner or just secondary pieces in general. Great fit for Belichick. Great. A. A. Jack Campbell. Again, you could get him in the second round. There was no reason to reach on both of your picks. Trade back 18 to further and use a second round pick on Jahmyr Gibbs, and you just got yourself a free shot. Freaking Christian Gonzalez or somebody like that. But I don't know. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers selected Campbell. I like this pick. Of course, I just really like Campbell as a player in general. And I think that he is going to do very well. JSN, the first of 4 receivers to go off the board, went to Seattle. This got a B. And Campbell got a B+. JSN got a B. This was a good pick at a good spot. I just don't see the positional value. Quentin Johnson got a B-. Pretty much the same thing. I don't really see why you need him, except for I don't think that you got him for as much of a steal. On the other hand, Zay Flowers gets a B+. This is a good pick. This was a guy, very good. Fits in with the Ravens, little quick pass, boom, boom, bam, shifty, yeah. Just a good player, and a good player for the Baltimore Ravens to have. Then of Jordan Addison to the Minnesota Vikings. He's got a C+. And I know that this is going to be good because the last 3 times that they drafted a wide receiver like around that level, it was pretty freaking good. But I just don't have the feeling with him with this. I think that he's a second-round pick. The Giants got Deontae Banks at pick numero 24. He's a good player for your team. I think that he's good overall, and I think that this is a B pick. This is a solid pick. Don Kincaid to the Bills, C+. Good player. Good spot to draft him. Don't see the need. You have Dawson Knox. Why? One thing that I do like this pick, though, for is the fact that it blocked the Cowboys, who ended up selecting Mazi Smith out of Michigan. This is a C pick. I mean, there just wasn't really a reason, especially because you have Bryce, like, right there. There wasn't really a reason to get Mazi Smith. The Jags got Anton Harrison. This is a B. You got him at a solid spot. You're a solid team that needs him. Everything is just kind of solid and okay. It's a B. Myles Murphy, this is an A. This guy should have went at 15 in the Jets. If they want an edge rusher, he should have went 15 in the Jets. Ray should have went was like, or 13 of the Packers. He also could have went to the Lions at 18, but just good. Good pick. Good pick. Good pick. Brian Bryce went to the Saints. Everything about this pick is just kind of mid. It's a B. And I know I might be biased because I only gave out one other A+ in the draft and my computer died, but it's good because we're near the end. Nolan Smith gets an A+. Nolan Smith, great draft pick, great physical attributes, great spot to get him, steal at a position that you kind of need, and a pretty good team fit. And then finally, Felix Anadike Uzama. I have to say that without looking at my computer, but I think I got it. It gets a B-. It was alright. There wasn't really another edge rusher that I would take there. I don't really think that your team needs an edge rusher, though, but yeah, it's a good pick, and that is going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. This is the first video that has not been like 25 to 30 minutes long. It's only 13. But I'm gonna stop now so it doesn't go any longer. Please.